Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. Welcome to a Way Offsides pop-up. Alabama destroyed the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. What is a Hilltopper anyway? 63 to nothing. And with that, we're giving out our very first Way Offsides offensive and defensive honors. Joining me tonight is our very own Way Offsides Wild Bill. Bill, how's it going, man?
Roll Tide, brother.
Roll Tide,
Good
man.
to be here.
Feeling good about the Tide.
I feel really good. That
I do too.
63 was great. But you know what was better? Zero.
That big goose egg. Hey, look, I was hoping, just beyond hope, that that last drive that DeBoer would just let him have it. Just let him go get it.
I wanted 70. I really did, just because 10 touchdowns are better than 9.
Yeah,
That's
I
all.
mean, the more the merrier, right? Isn't that the old adage?
I will say this, and Jeff and I were hanging out watching that. I really wanted to see them let Ty run through the playbook.
He did an amazing job when
he did great while he was in there, but they dialed it back.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course
they dialed some things back, but really, I wanted to see him slinging it, and I think he was had some good passing numbers, but I wanted to see stars.
That's fair, man. That's fair. Well, Bill, we're here tonight to discuss our very first Way Offsides offensive and defensive players of the week. We're going to give out helmet stickers with no stickers and no helmets, but that's okay.
See this helmet? There's a sticker right there.
Yeah, we'll pretend. There's a lot to choose from, and I would venture to say that most of us are going to have similar answers, but I'm going to try to think outside of the box a little bit here. But let's go. Do you want to go defensive or offensive first?
Let's go defense.
Let's go defense. I'm going to let you take the table on this one. Go ahead.
It's so obvious. It's right in front of you. Keon Sabb.
Keon Sabb.
Keon, after his second interception in the first quarter, I didn't pay attention for the rest of the game, but nobody got near him. And he had more interceptions in one quarter than Caleb Downs had all last year. So we loved you, Caleb. Caleb, we loved you. Bye-bye.
Deuces.
Keon's transfer and everybody, well, he was a backup at Michigan. Well, he backed that ball right up off of Kentucky and took it from him. So
that's right. Cool twice. He almost had a third one.
It wasn't, it was, he did almost have a third. It wasn't like we had this one Derek Thomas type of night. Everybody was doing their job on defense, and Keon just stands out.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you.
And he stood out well.
If you're watching the video, be sure to tell us in the comment section who's your defensive player of the week for Alabama week 1 versus Western Kentucky. Tell us who it is and why. We want to know. Bill, I'm going to go. I agree with you. I would have, if I wasn't trying to just to pick somebody else, I would have said Keon Sabb too. But I'm going to go with Deontay Lawson, or excuse me, not Deontay Lawson. I'm going to go with Jihad Campbell.
I knew you were going to say Jihad, and he had a great night.
He did.
He had a great
6 tackles and 3 assists, 0 sacks. But I don't know what it is about Jihad Campbell, but that motor, man, watching him go laterally sideline to sideline, he was everywhere on that field. I believe joining us is Jeff. Let's bring Jeff in. Hi, Jeff.
Boys.
What's going on?
There he is.
I'm totally with you, dude. If the group text, man, I had Campbell or Sabb as my defensive player of the week as well. But Campbell looks like a totally different player.
He did.
I mean, his physical build, his physique, his speed, his evil intentions. I mean, that's a bad man. Like, he comes out with very bad intentions.
And I saw something out of Campbell. 2 things. He's not stopping and pausing to think about the assignment. He has a good understanding, like you said, Jeff, of see ball, get ball, no assignment, stay assignment. So, and one thing a lot of folks won't notice, but I did, his footwork was excellent. There wasn't any crossing. He really had his good footwork, and my goodness, like you said, evil intentions and a bad attitude.
You'd be hard pressed to find a better 3 linebacker group than those 3 we're gonna run out there, barring the injury gods. But
look,
I've been saying 3 bad dudes, man.
You're right. I've been saying it in videos all week. Like, we're gonna have to start capitalizing the letters in the word swarm when we talk about the swarm defense. If they do what they did against Western Kentucky all year, if they're that aggressive, whew, man.
And Overton made some plays too.
Yeah.
He looked really good.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
a beast.
Dude, there's a lot of people that made some plays.
Look, the Carver connection, Quay Russaw and James Smith,
beautiful
great.
Together. Yeah.
Quandarius Robinson, they were calling his name on the first series, and they didn't stop.
Yep.
So a lot of positives. But our standouts, we got to go with Keon and Jihad.
Yeah,
should have had a third pick. Keon should have had 3 picks.
Yeah, he should have. He should have had 3.
I mean,
I think he got excited. I think he got excited, going, "This is my 3rd pick in the first half." Oh, dropped it.
My first time in an Alabama uniform, and just
he turned the wrong way. He turned the other way. It would have hit him right in his chest, but he turned the other way, and it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was
They're gonna give me a Golden Flake franchise. Oh no! And he dropped it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look, guys, before we move to the offensive side of the ball, please do us a favor if you're watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any content. If you're watching us on another form of social media, go ahead and take a few seconds, head over to YouTube. Do that for me. We'll wait. We'll wait on you. We'll be here when you get back.
Because we love you.
All right, thank you. We appreciate that.
And you'll do it because Mickey loves you.
Moving to the offensive side of the ball, Alabama's offense, they sputtered a little bit in the first quarter. It was a little sloppy, but I kept it reeled in. I didn't go all doomsday on us for once.
I appreciate you.
We
did punt on the first drive, and you didn't like blow my phone up.
Well, I was like, okay, I'm gonna behave myself. And now, hey, when that bad snap happened, I almost came unglued and was like, that's it. The sky's falling. It's over. Ryan Day was right.
Ryan Day was right.
Ryan Day can eat it.
But for the offensive side of the ball, Alabama put up 63 points. You had a bunch of standout players. I think, let's see, I'm counting right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 receivers caught passes. That's including the tight ends. Just a plethora of wealth at the wide receiving position and the running back position. You got to see 3 quarterbacks, 2 actually throw the ball. So for offense, I think I know where you guys are going, but who do you got?
Jeff, who you got?
I got Jay Millie, baby. 279 yards and 5 tubs and 2 quarters and some change.
On 9 attempts.
Yeah, 7 of 9.
5 tubs on the board.
200 yards in the air.
Yeah.
His best pass was probably that second touchdown to Ryan Williams.
That was beautiful.
That
ridiculous.
Nobody talked about it because
throw, catch, move, pose.
Yeah, nobody talked about it because Ryan breaks an ankle tackle and he's gone. But what Jalen did, I mean, and he wasn't throwing moon balls. He was throwing.
It was a laser.
And all night was lasers. Even the long pass to Ryan early, it was a little high. It was kind of a moon ball. That was impressive. My offensive player of the week is Ryan Williams because, oh my goodness, 2 touches, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns.
In his debut at 17 years
old.
In
his debut, and he's 17. And
fantastic case for that.
Yeah.
And that pose game alone, just that second pose after the second touchdown was an iconic pose. That's a statue of Hollywood if it ever goes up. Is that pose right there?
Put it up.
You will see that pose in every graphic you see me in for the rest of the year.
Got it. So
the quote of the night, Emily Grace asked him about the plays, and he said, "Well, 2 + 4 is 6."
That's right. He's good at math.
He dead legged that second guy, that second touchdown. Caught that, man. He dead legged that guy to where all he could grab was his ankle. And then he said, "Man, you ain't catching me with no ankle."
His breakout speed after the catch
is history.
It's Ruggs like.
We made a video.
Yeah.
We made a video a few months ago, and Chris was kind of talking about how Ryan Williams isn't necessarily a speed guy, but Chris was wrong.
Yeah,
he was very wrong.
The total package. Did you see those one-handed snatches he was making pregame with a wet football? He just snatched it out of the air with one
Oh
hand.
yeah,
That's
the
not
one-handed
fair.
grab. Yeah,
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Man, I couldn't tie my
High
shoes when I
school
was
senior
17.
in the SEC doing that.
that's right. So for me, I want to pick Ryan Williams, but again, I'm going to be different. But I can't be too different, so I'm going to side with Jeff here, just because I've talked Jalen Milroe, Jay Millie, meal ticket up all season.
Yeah.
Ryan doesn't have the day if Jalen doesn't get him the ball. And I would like to point out that both of those touchdown passes to Ryan Williams were not the first read on those plays, according to Kalen DeBoer.
They were not.
They were 3
No.
and 4 in the progression. And so Milroe, who finally had time, thanks to that offensive line, to sit there and read through these routes, found Ryan Williams open. And I think you're going to see a lot more of that throughout the season. And he only threw the ball 9 times. He had a couple of misses early on in the game. I think that was just jitters. He was kind of hyped up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He went 7 of 9 for 200 yards, 3 in the air and 2 on the ground. He ran for 77 yards or something like that and 2 on the ground. So,
yeah.
Go back.
Excellent night.
And watch that second touchdown.
54.
And watch the pocket that they
79.
gave Milroe on Ryan Williams' second touchdown. Because, like you said, he had time to look, find him, step up, and step into the throw and threw a piss missile right over the middle, snagged it right in there, and that was the rest is history.
Hashtag piss missile. We're using that.
Jeff's right. It looked like he was standing behind the blade of the bulldozer.
Like
that pocket was just a beautiful pocket. It was like a snow grater from Wisconsin. It was just that, and Jay was doing it right. The other, I'd say, if we had to throw another offensive performance of the week, not one player, all 5 offensive linemen plus the tight ends.
Yeah.
They were blocking on runs. They were doing great pass pro. Was it Jam's touchdown run? It was 85 yards.
Yeah, something like that.
It was Justice. Justice has that long touchdown run. Wilkin Formby, it was a counter. Wilkin Formby pulls from the right side to the left side, hits his block. It clears the hole. Justice gets in it. Justice gets about 10 yards downfield, and Wilkins doing this because he knows nobody's catching.
And then the security guard.
Oh yeah, security guards. Come on.
Hey, before we go, I want to shout out James Burnip too. 3 punts and he averaged 51 yards. That's pro level stuff right there, man. And so he's going to be a big weapon down the road, I think. Let's see. We got Jeff back. I think we got Jeff back. Jeff, we're shouting out the punter, man.
I never left. I've been sitting here the whole time.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. It was frozen. It was frozen.
Yeah, you froze up on us, bro.
I was like, what the hell just happened? I'm just like mid-sentence, and he's just like, yeah, get this clown out of here.
No, dude, it froze up.
Well, we did.
We're hyping up James
Burnip is a bad dude, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Alabama specialists don't get talked about enough, but for a team that came from where we came in terms of kickers, we're doing okay nowadays. And
y'all might not remember this. Our viewers specifically might not remember this, but back in the 80s and 90s, punters had this thing that they would do called the coffin corner. And punters would practice 5 days a week, kicking it to the 5, the 3, the 2, and putting the right spin on it so that it scooted out of bounds between the 5 and the goal.
They don't do that now?
Not like they used to. Now it's more like put some
a pooch kick.
Yeah, they put hang time under it, and they just let the defense get down there and smear the guy with the ball. But Burnip has some of that old coffin corner kick-esque stuff going on. You'll notice he put some English on that ball, and it'll back up, sit, stop. It's beautiful.
I want to see him do the Conor McGregor walk after he.
Yes.
McAfee.
Yeah. That's what I need to see.
Awesome.
Well, all right, guys, that's going to do it for our very first Way Offsides offensive and defensive player of the week. We've got USF coming up. We'll pick 2 more, one from each side of the ball. Be sure to let us know who your offensive and defensive MVPs are in the comment section. I would venture to believe that a lot of you are going to agree with Ryan Williams and Keon Sabb. But if there's anybody we didn't shout out that we should have, tell us. But guys, we got a lot of content coming up. We got a show Thursday night, and then it's on to USF, and we get to hopefully watch Florida State lose to Memphis this weekend. So it's going to be beautiful.
They weren't my ACC champion.
Serious.
Not mine either.
Miami. Anyway, as always, guys, say your prayers, read your Bibles, wash your hands, horns down.
Horns down.
Beat Auburn.
South Florida
Roll
Bulls, horns down too.
And
Roll
Tennessee too. Roll Tide.